I'm not in a position to be picky. Once upon a time, Stella begins. There was a human boy. He was visiting a gorilla family at a place called zoo. What's a zoo? Bob asks. He's a street smart dog, but there's much he hasn't seen. A good zoo, Stella says, is a large domain, a wild cage, a safe place to be. It has room to roam and humans who don't hurt. She pauses, considering her words. A good zoo is how humans make amends. Stella moves a bit, groaning softly. The boy stood on a wall. She continues, watching, pointing, but he lost his balance and fell into the wild cage. Humans are clumsy, I interrupt. If only they would knuckle walk, they would topple so often. Stella nods. A good point, Ivan. In my case, the boy lay in a motionless heap, while the humans gasped and cried. The silverback, whose name was Jumbo, examined the boy as was his duty, while he stooped watched from a safe distance. Jumbo stroked the child gently. He smelled the boy's pain, and then he stood watch. When the boy awoke, his humans cried out, "Stay still! Don't move!" Because they were certain, humans are always certain about things, that Jumbo would crush the boy's life from him. The boy moaned. The crowd waited, hushed, expecting the worst. Jumbo led his troop away. Men came down on ropes and whisked the child to waiting arms. Was the boy all right? Bob asks. He wasn't hurt, Stella says, although I wouldn't be surprised if his parent hugged him many times at night in between their scoldings. Bob, who has been chewing his tail, pauses, tilting his head. Is that a true story? I always tell the truth, Stella replies, although I sometimes confuse the facts. Lucky. I've heard the Jumbo story many times. Stella says that humans found it odd that the huge silverback didn't kill the boy. Why, I wonder? Was that so surprising? The boy was young, scared, alone. He was, after all, just another great ape. Bob nudges me with his cold nose. Ivan, he says, why aren't you and Stella in a zoo? I look at Stella. She looks at me. She smiles sadly with her eyes, just a little, the way only elephants can do. Just lucky, I guess, she says. 네, 오늘도 그렇게 많은 분량은 아닌 것 같은 느낌인데요. 제가 나누고 싶은 부분은 앞쪽에 여기 좀 재미있었던 부분이요. 64쪽에 있는데요. 64쪽에 A good zoo 하면서 설명하는 데가 있어요. A good zoo. 네, 세 번째 하나, 둘, 셋, 네 번째 단락이죠. A good zoo, Stella says, is a large domain, a wild cage, a safe place to be. 한 다음에 it has room to roam. 저는 이게 어저께 처음 읽었을 때 room 이게 똑같은 단어가 나열된 건가 하면서 순간적으로 스펠링이 중간에 다르네 이러면서 네 글자긴 한데 발음이 비슷하면서 이렇게 쓰니까 또 재밌구나 하는 생각했거든요. It has room. 이게 room은 방이란 뜻도 있지만 그 공간이나 공간 이런 뜻이 있죠. Room to roam. roam 하면은 여기 이제 돌아다니다 이런 뜻이 있는데 move about or travel aimless or systematically, especially over a wide area. 이게 이제 좀 넓은 지역을 이렇게 그냥 별 그 시스템 없이, 계획 없이 이렇게 돌아다니는 거거든요. aimless. 목적 없이. 그래서 이제 돌아다니는 건데, 그 돌아다닐 공간이 없다라는 표현을 it has room, 공간이 있다라는 표현을 it has room to roam 이라고 해가지고 좀 재미있는 표현이라고 생각이 들었어요. room to roam. 움직일 만한 공간이 있다. 그만큼 이제 동물원의 그 축사라고 해야 될까? 이제 케이지라고 하는데 여기서는 케이지라고 표현을 했는데 거기가 좀 돌아다닐 만큼 공간이 크다. 또 이렇게 표현을 해줘가지고 재밌다는 생각을 했습니다. 발음도 비슷하기도 하지만 네, 그래서 저는 요거를 공유할게요. room to roam 발음도 비슷하면서 재밌는 표현이었고요.